Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This would be bot number 11, which would deal with the same direction cannons, file chariot versus deferred chariot variation. So without further ado, let us begin. Central cannon, same direction cannons, file chariot versus deferred chariot. Now in this bot, as in the previous bot, h8 plus 7 will be played, so black do the same thing. Please watch the earlier videos if you have not. And red will continue with P7 plus 1, black will continue with R1 plus 1 for the right rank chariot variation. So far the moves are identical to the previous board. However, in the previous board CA plus 2 was played, but in this board red will play CA plus 1, and this will be the position of discussion for this board. The idea behind C8 plus 1 was that black wanted to exploit the weaknesses on black's third file or this file by playing C equals to 7 later on. Now, faced with this, there are two major counters that were enumerated. The first would be R1 equals to 4, and the other would be E3 plus 1. Now, before we continue, playing R1 equals to 6, would it be a good idea for black? Let us see. Black will continue as planned, C8 plus 7, to immediately attack this file since the chariot had moved away. So R6 plus 6 to target the horse, P7 plus 1, red decides to trade material, sacrifice his horse, attack, and red will sacrifice material to mount an attack which would be unstoppable. Black might have gained a horse, but other than that he would not have gained anything else, and besides, this chariot would now be trapped over here. He cannot capture the pawn, or the cannon will capture it, and black will now be prepared to play R8 equals to 6 to capture the elephant for the smothered cannon checkmate. The pawn at this position will also more than make up for the loss of the horse. So that is why R1 equals to 6 is not a good idea. So let us go to variation A, whereby R1 equals to 4 is played. This is a commonly seen counter. C8 equals to 7 is planned. Red will prepare to push the pawn across the river. Black plays E3 plus 1 to prevent this from happening. R9 equals to 8. And black will usually play R9 plus 1. This would build up momentum. Now, R4 plus 5 is not a good idea because the cannon could capture. And red will up his defenses. He will be prepared to play P7 plus 1 followed by H7 plus 8 to dislodge the chariot. And then black would lose material. And black would be all sorts of trouble. R4 plus 4, what about R4 plus 4? Would it be a good idea? Red will protect the pawn, P3 plus 1, and play this very, capture the pawn directly, because now the horse would be attacking the chariot. So black would retreat his chariot, and red will sacrifice material. Now suddenly his forces will be attacking this flank very powerfully. So red will sacrifice material in this situation to gain advantage. So that is why R9 plus 1 will be a better move in this situation. Now red would play R2 plus 4 to patrol the riverbank. This would be a steady approach. R8 plus 6, what about R8 plus 6? Well, this would be met with black's powerful counter because black would play R4 plus 5, and black would command both the red files. Black would now threaten to play R6 plus 6 over here to attack the horse, and R6 plus 5, etc. And he will start his counter attack. And as for red at the moment, this chariot cannon combination cannot do much. So that is why R8 plus 6 is not a good idea, because the cannon will be forced to capture. So R9 equals to 6. This is a commonly used approach for for black playing the rank chariot. Sorry, a6+5 defense, attack. Now both colors would be pinning each other, but red would have a slight advantage, but black would have his chances also. So there are many things that black can do, then also many things that red can do. So the situation will be slightly to red's advantage, but black can be happy with this position. So let us go to variation B, e3+1, and black eliminates his weakness with this move in anticipation of red's c8 equals to 7, and black will counter with c2+4. This is continuation of moving the elephant across the to the edge file. So both colors will be going at it. The area, both colors will be, red will be attacking this flank, and while black will try to counter, defend, and also counter. a6+5, steadfast move. Now, it would not be a good idea for red to play r2+4 to patrol the riverbank now, because black would offer a trade of chariots, and suddenly be attacking. Black would have the initiative. This is a very powerful move, because now this horse will be very vulnerable, not have many places to attack, and I would have a headache trying to deal with the issue of this horse. r9+1 to link the chariot so that black could capture the central pawn if necessary, or move the cannon away for a discovered attack. r2+4 was given in the book, but this appears to be an ineffective move. r2+6 might have been better, more aggressive, because if the horse attacked, black would have the initiative at this point. He would not dare to capture because the cannon would have guarded it. Would capture because black could capture the pawn. Many things that black can do. So r2+4, why would it be effective? Black will start countering at attack, and this would be a sound move, refusing to trade pawns. If he played c2-1 for the pin, black would gladly push the central pawn forward to attack, and suddenly this cannon would become alive as he could traverse the board, etc. So p4+3, c7+3, r2+2. Now it will be a standoff for both colors. Black, the fight will be on the riverbank. Both colors would have many things to do, and this is still a very interesting variation. I've never played this variation as black or red before, and I was quite interested in it when I saw the first board. So let us review this board from the eyes of black. Central cannon, file versus deferred chariot. Both colors develop their horses as proper horses, and red goes for the right rank chariot. And instead of c8+2, red would play c8+1 to attack black's third file, since black had moved the chariot away. This is quite a novel idea. Two variations, r1 equals to 4 and e3+1. Now r1 equals to 6 would be a bad idea because red would greatly sacrifice material to attack. Variation A, c8 equals to 7, attacking. Black eliminates the weakness, r9 goes to 8. Black links the chariot up, r2+4. This is a steady approach, r8+6, not very effective. r9 goes to 6. Attacking the cannon, and because the cannon had to move, the chariot would now have trouble. It would not be a good. It would be less effective. So r6+5. After switching positions, both colors will be pinning each other, but red would have a slight advantage, and black can be presumably satisfied with this position. Variation B, c8 equals to 7. e3+1, and red will start with his attack with c8 equals to 7. +4. This be black's attempt at gaining a spatial advantage. And that goes to 8. Prophylactic move. Be outer plus 4. Outer plus 6 is not a good idea because red can counter. In this manner, I have the initiative, threatening to capture the elephant, etc. And then goes to 4. Black refuses to trade pawns. And it will be a standoff for both colors. This, as can be seen, this is still a relatively new variation. So maybe there are still work has to be done to try to see how both colors would fare in the end. So that sums up today's short video of this high cannon for high cannon variation. So if you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up for the video. Thank you and have a nice weekend.